Today on the Riff, the team sits down to talk about hurry. I hope I'm not hurrying through this intro. We hope you find today helpful. Thanks for listening.
Riff, I'm back.
Woohoo!
My word, it's been 2 weeks.
Thank the Lord.
I missed you guys so much. Okay, wait. If you're not watching, not watching, I right now see two shirts, one on John, one on Jen.
What's the back say?
The back says, "Came for the cinnamon rolls, stayed for Jesus," and then the front has a picture of a delicious cinnamon roll. And it seems that both of you have those.
Uh-huh.
I would like to present something to you.
What?
Dun, dun, dun.
Is this from the Dream Center?
Absolutely. And this is a medium.
Oh, that's going to be...
I'm just
That's going to be... What size is it really? A large.
You can wear that weddings, funerals, bar mitzvahs, whatever strikes your fit.
I've never seen him not in a black t-shirt.
I agree.
Well,
this is a first.
I have one on.
I'm
not taking my shirt off. Just to let you know, if you're not watching, I still have a shirt on.
Appreciate
so
that.
black shirt is still on. I'm just going shirt over shirt.
Not sure anybody would want to watch. Yeah, I don't know. But yes,
go ahead and talk, because
I'll say
this.
On Sunday, in between services, which I didn't know till after services.
It's my fault.
That there were dropped off. There were these shirts and some cinnamon rolls
that were still warm.
They were, and Justin, they did give you a cinnamon roll. I lost it. I don't know what happened to it. I somehow, some way, I meant to get it back to you.
Did you really lose it? Did you lose it or did you eat it?
I don't know.
Semantics.
I don't know.
John Martz.
I'm refusing to remember what happened. I don't remember what happened.
I have talked about cinnamon rolls more times on the Riff
than either of us. Yeah.
And somehow you got shirts,
but that's
and you got cinnamon rolls.
And they were so warm.
Me think.
And I am late to the game somehow.
And they were delivered by Andy.
Stop it!
He came before.
Wow.
Going back to the Dream Center. Yes.
I am getting more and more mad as we talk. I have a shirt on.
I feel like you wouldn't be disappointed because you know how good they're
so good.
You'd be like, hey, I get it. I understand.
They were even the middle pieces.
Stop it. Oh my word.
Honestly, my last bite was my favorite bite because it was the middle of the cinnamon roll, and my least favorite bite.
So I'm going to tell you a real quick story about the epicenter of a cinnamon roll. Okay. I almost lost Jamie. Okay. As a wife. We weren't married yet. We were dating. And we went to the Cinnabon. Okay. As you do, was you're dating. And we have one cinnamon roll. We're sharing it. And
what?
Why?
That's a problem.
They're big.
No.
They're big. They're big. Well, we were like all cutesy, right? We're dating.
Oh.
It's like sharing a cinnamon roll. And then I took the last piece, which was the epicenter of the cinnamon roll, and then continued to move it to my mouth, and then ate it. And she sat there for a good 30 seconds
Stunned.
and then just said, "Seriously?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "You just ate the best part of the cinnamon roll."
Yeah.
And then I thought, yeah. And then she was like, "Is this how life would be?" I thought, oh, my word. I have made a grave mistake, and I will go get another cinnamon roll. That's how life will be. Life will be is
There's more than enough.
There's more than enough. I swear, whatever you need, I will get a credit card. I will buy 5 more cinnamon rolls. Please marry me. Oh, my word. So cinnamon rolls they're close to the heart. Mm-hmm. And now I'm a little bit upset about it.
Well, I will say at Panera, one time I saw someone throw away the center of a cinnamon roll. Yeah.
It was throwing away the top of a muffin.
It is like legitimately like that's the reason you get a cinnamon roll.
It is the whole reason.
They threw away the middle. I'm like, if you were getting full, just skip to the middle.
Who gets full on a cinnamon roll?
I do agree. That's why I don't understand the sharing the cinnamon roll.
Well, thank you for the shirt. I do feel like
this is nice.
This is nice.
And the saying is amazing.
Yeah.
I do like
nice.
that.
Thank you, guys. We got an update. We got an update on lead pastor search. The update is there's 2 left, which isn't really an update. So there's been 2 for a while now. But here is the update. The board has actually ran the entire process with both candidates, and we are close to a vote. I say close to a vote because I don't know a date of the vote.
Is it like Jesus is coming back soon?
Yeah, kind of probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
And soon is pretty relative.
Yeah, like Paul thought it was super soon.
Yeah.
Ish.
So he's still waiting.
Okay.
Yeah,
Soon-ish.
It was relative. So I do think that we are close. I think in the month of November, and don't quote me on any of this, okay? It's just say Jen said it. If I'm right, and it is November, say I said it.
But if you're wrong,
But
then I said it.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Of course. But I do think in the month of November, we are going to be able to celebrate a new lead pastor coming into North Point and walking through what that looks like. And I'm excited. I really do believe in both of these candidates. Both that are at the table, I would follow. I think they're great leaders. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens, and I'm excited to see what the board does. And to remind everybody what that looks like. A lot of churches are different in this kind of a capacity to where it's like a congregational vote or a board vote, or there's like a duck ring toss, and whoever gets it closest. Like
I've heard of those churches.
I'm sure there's
I've
one
heard
out
of
there.
them.
The North Point was set up years and years ago through our bylaws to where it is a board-driven vote. So there's not a congregational vote. There's not a ballot. There's not anything like that. It's the board being the representatives of the congregation, and they will be voting the next lead pastor in. So that's how it looks. That's what it'll be like. And we will keep you updated. And as soon as I know, I'll let you know. Jen, if you know. John, if you know, let me know. You let me know. I'll let you know. And then we'll let
Everyone know.
Yeah, and I love that. It's not that just because we don't have a congregational vote that we don't have a congregational voice. And so I think that's important. Even on the app, even now, a survey that you can fill out that kind of shows your voice of what's important and what matters. So I love that that's included in the process. So it's not these people you don't know that are behind the shadows are making these decisions. Like, no, not at all. In fact, very intertwined, very connected people that are understanding the voice of North Pointers that are making the best decision for North Point.
Yeah. And that survey, as of this week, is no longer there. So just let you know.
Never mind.
We have
you had your opportunity. It's like spoiling a movie that's already out of the theaters. It's like you should have seen it by now.
We had hundreds and hundreds of people pour into that. And what that did is it gave us a really great litmus test of what are people thinking through. It actually set all of us up for what our questions were within the interview process. So it helped build the blocks of getting to where we are currently. And we had a full staff day to where both candidates came in and sat down for a 9-hour interview.
9 hours.
Each day, nonstop.
They even had to eat lunch while interviewing.
Oh yeah. It was a long day, and we purposely put a volunteer team that represented all of the campuses at the end of that day, and they were incredible questions. I mean, just solid questions. All of the teams brought incredible questions, but the volunteer team was pretty epic. It was pretty fun. So fun to see that, and that's where we are right now.
It's exciting.
That's exciting. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Nice. November, here we come. And we're going to talk about November. We're going to talk about Hurry today.
Hurry
What do you call it?
It's
Hurry sick? What is that?
Yeah, here's what it is. It's a busy season. And a lot of times we know when busy seasons are around, and we can easily make excuses for that, right? Well, it's just a busy season.
Like we or you? Because you're putting me in that.
I'm
category.
saying like
I feel like I would.
I'm
been
saying
better
we
used
as in
there.
like
No,
like when
fine.
my wife says we need to mow the lawn. I know what she's saying.
Well, you need to mow it.
It's
You
me.
do.
We
Why
need
would
to
she
take out
even
the
have to
trash.
point that
And I'm like,
out?
well, you didn't even need to say we need to take out the trash. You could have just taken it out. But since you said it, I get it. But it is funny. I always tell myself, once I get past this, then things will be fine. Once I get past this holiday, once I get past this season, then I'll be able to slow down, spend a little bit more time, on things that need my attention. But it is funny how very easily we're great at distracting, we're great at ignoring, we're great at pushing through, we're great at saying that we're not stressed or hurried, but our body tells us a different story. And that's for me. That is a me thing where I'm like, no, I'm fine. And then my body's saying, no, you're not. And it is funny how there are things that you just can't ignore sometimes. And so really today, I want to take you on a hurry sickness quiz, because some people would say, no, I don't have that problem.
You're going to walk me through one?
I'm going to walk you through.
Oh, good. I'll just watch.
No big deal. I'm just going to grade you. I've got a rubric.
No,
it's going to be.
Jen and I do it together?
Yeah, you can.
Great.
Is it like a buzzer?
Well, I hate tests. I hate them.
My palms got sweaty.
I'm a dry mouth.
It's a pop. And this one's not even a test. It's a pop quiz.
Okay. All right.
You didn't even prepare for it. You just.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, you ready for
I'm ready.
the first one? All right. Well, I got to look at my notes. And so, honestly, this may not make sense, but I'm going to do my best.
It doesn't make sense. You have notes on the riff.
Here's the deal.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, this is funny because we were going around like, wait, what are we going to talk about? We don't know. But I literally pull out my notes. I was like, yeah, I did write down some stuff. But this may not make sense. But this wasn't for this. This wasn't for this. This was for something else.
You know what?
I live by notes. I live by notes.
I'm just sidestepping this. You could save us a ton of time by not saying, I don't know, what do you guys want to talk about? Like, just say that you came with notes. It's fine.
Well,
we're going to figure it out.
I'm just trying to display good leadership.
That's what integrity is.
Good leadership is saying, I want to leave some room for this. Now, all in all, though, I'm going to try to manipulate you into talking about what I wanted to talk about anyway. But I want you to have the illusion of an option of what we're talking about today.
I can't wait. I'm so glad we chose this.
Me too. I feel really confident.
I love that you guys came up with this idea.
Yeah,
all right.
it's good.
Hit me with the questions.
All right. First one. And this is like rate yourself 0 out of 10. Okay. 0 is like, no, I don't have this problem. 10 is like, I think I live this every single day.
Can we use 7?
No.
Thank you.
Yeah. But I do think you can have points. So, 6.5.
Okay. No, I'm not doing that. I'm going whole numbers.
Whole numbers?
Yeah.
Wow.
Me too. I'm confident.
First off, that's a real rookie move.
It's not. It's a bold move.
Yes. Okay. I like it. Okay. Number 1.
Wait, 1 is no, 10 is yo.
0 is no problem.
No problem.
Oh, no problem.
I'm good.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay. Number 1 is speeding up. You're haunted by the fact that you do not have enough time to do what needs to be done. You try to do everything faster and more efficiently. You chafe whenever you have to wait. And you're always...
Stop.
You're always checking...
Wait, back up. Is that really what it says?
It says that.
Who came up with this?
That's from a book.
I chafe when I wait?
It's like you're...
what is that? Can we even say that on here? Is that even...
Well, I did talk about...
I
did talk about nicotine badges last week.
We did a lot.
I think chafe is like very appropriate. Or is there
like a limit that we can say that? Like after that number 4 that we just said, Kaylin will beep everyone.
I think it's about 12 minutes in.
All right,
that's
ahead.
when you're allowed to say something like that.
Chafe when you
2
wait.
minutes
keep
in?
Going, keep
you can't say that.
I'm sorry.
Okay, you chafe whenever you have to wait. You're always
you
checking.
Have to start there. What are you doing, Martz? Okay, start after
His
that
voice
part.
is starting to go. He's got hurry sick.
Gosh.
Whenever you have to wait. You're always checking which line is quicker and which lane is faster. And if you choose the wrong one, you're disappointed.
At the grocery store?
Yeah, grocery store, waiting at
stoplight.
In line with car, stoplight. Yep. Where would you rate yourself?
6.
Oh, so not quite over the 7 hump.
No,
you'd say like your initial reaction is probably like, oh, I want the faster one, but then when you really think about it, you're like, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I think that, and I think that when I get in a hurry, I think I have seen more times when I go fast, I end up screwing something up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I've really like the past 4 years have tried to figure out like slow is quick, right? Like that's honestly like
is that a Brazilian
slow is steady,
jiu-jitsu
steady
thing?
is fast.
Yes, it's a BJJ thing. That no, it's not. I don't know. It might be.
I actually think it might be,
but it's true. Like that's kind of a meditation that I have of when I get into those spaces. So that's why I would give it a 6 because my initial inclination is go baby go. That's my. I don't want to chafe this thing up. That's what my.
No chafing.
I feel like even if you move quick, you're very calm about it though. So yeah.
So I
think there's seasons.
Well, you give a number.
I am. I'm thinking.
Sorry,
I'm going to justify my number.
Okay, all right.
I would say before I had last summer that I took the break, I would have been a 10. I would have been really unhealthy in that area. Everything was a competition. It's not so much that I love to win, it's that I hate to lose, right? Wow. That was my personality where I was like, and I was so frustrated with people at the grocery store that
didn't get it. Why are they walking so slow?
No,
why are they not being efficient enough in how they're checking out?
Or Neighbor's Mill. you've got that really long line for lunch. And I'm like, you don't know what you want by the time you get up there?
I don't get it, Neighbor's Meal. I don't get
They
it.
have menus set out,
They got
though.
menus set out.
So if you don't look at the menu, you should have to go to the back of the line.
That's what I want here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, yeah.
So I would say in an unhealthy season, I'm a 10. In a healthy season, the best I could probably do would be a 6. And I will say that fluctuates for me. I don't know that there are times, and that is typically one of the signs for me that I don't have margin in my life. It's the sign for me that I'm about to make a mistake. Last week we talked about emotional intelligence. When I get in a hurry, when I get into that 10 space of that I am legitimately like hopping lines in a grocery store to make it go faster, that's generally a sign for me that, hey, something's out of whack.
Mm-hmm. At the end of this, are you going to give us a total, what it means?
No, I'm just going to give you my own self-assessment on, on how unhealthy or healthy I think that you are.
I really like that. Awesome.
That's like what Jesus would do, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, perfect.
Exactly like that.
Perfect. Okay. And that was probably the least like offensive personal one. That one's probably the like, just
what
like,
are they going to say next?
External hurriness.
You said chafe in that one.
I did
that
say
was
chafe.
pretty offensive.
I hope chafe isn't any of the next ones. Okay, symptom number 2.
Okay. And if you're listening, take this with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Write your scores down. And then
absolutely. Send them to me.
Yeah, send them to John.
And I will give you an assessment. I'm kidding. I'll just tell you in the lobby to your face. Symptom 2, multitasking. You find yourself doing or thinking more than one thing at a time. The car is a favorite place for this. For a hurry sick person, they like to drive and eat food and apply makeup or other tasks and direct business all on their cell phones at the same time. Or you'll watch TV and scroll social media and eat dinner all at the same time. You have a problem doing one thing at a time.
8.
I know for sure I have this problem.
Yeah. And your body can be doing multiple things like what you're talking about, but your mind can only be in one space.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But I always think like, I'm getting so much done. I'm not.
Yeah. And you're physically here. You might as well be mentally here too, but we're not.
Right.
And I found myself, I cannot go for a run if I don't have my headphones while I'm listening to a podcast or music and tracking my distance and time. Like I could never just go for a run.
No,
and be like, that's just good for my body. I am like, no, it's got to be better than last time. And I've got to have multiple things going on at once. So I'm maximizing my time. That would just be silly to not do that.
I feel like a next step for you is to take the Enneagram test again. Because, boy, you got a lot of 3 in you, Mark.
a lot of achiever there.
A lot of achiever.
Yeah, it's it is a problem when you think about that and you're like, why? Like that I would be wasting a run if I'm not maximizing.
I have turned around to go get my watch.
Yes, and like bummed that you wasted the energy to even start your run.
Yeah,
like I could have done a better score if I had. Yeah.
If I had started right. Yeah. I'd say I'm also an 8 on that. I don't do the eating in the car part of it. Texting.
You're not an animal. No.
Gosh.
I mean, I
totally didn't do that yesterday for lunch. Totally.
But the scrolling, the TV, the food, I think about last night. Cooper had a friend that stayed the night because his parents were out of town, right? And so I'm making them dinner. I am doing some work. I'm responding to pings. I'm doing this stuff, and I'm basically just feeding them, talking to them, also messaging, and I'm like, I could have just set it aside for 30 minutes, really enjoyed my time with those two, had a great conversation, and then come back to all the other stuff later or today.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And especially, not to get too personal. I know we've already talked about chafing, but try going to the bathroom without your phone and tell me how difficult that is. It's like, I feel like, what am I supposed to do in here? I just I need something to distract me and entertain me. Does anyone else feel that same way? Do you not? Justin, do you not take your phone to the bathroom?
I have a TV in there. 2 of them.
In case I want to watch 2 things at once.
Well, yeah. I got a game on. I got the news on. It's great. I love the bathroom. It's like a multimedia experience.
Every once in a while, the fact that I'm the only girl is a little uncomfortable. I don't need to answer that question. Take a pass.
Symptom number 3. I'm just moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on. Okay. Clutter. You can often find how hurry and depressed someone is when their desk is full of clutter, or their desktop or their car. A sick person, they subscribe to several streaming platforms and they feel bad because they don't utilize them as often as they want. They buy time-saving apps and then they don't take the time to learn those apps and be efficient with them because they don't have the time to learn how to use them. So this one's really all about, there's things that you have that clutter your life and your time and your calendar and your schedule and your house and your car and your desktop and it's hard to, because you're in such a hurry that you don't actually have time to efficiently love and use. It's like Maria Kondo, right? Like you don't have the time to actually like utilize and love something fully because you have so many things.
I'm probably a 6 on this. I'm not an 8 on this one, or a 9 or a 10.
Yeah. I would feel like this one I'm probably the best at.
I'm going to go 2.
Yeah. I feel like Justin's really good at this one.
Yeah. And now here's the deal. I like things tight and straight and I like all things but I'm
noticed that about you.
Yeah. Right. And so I'm a little OCD in that kind of a deal, but it doesn't also ask Jamie, it doesn't help me get places on time. Like usually she's the one helping me on time. Yeah. And here's the thing too. I like it so much that it actually hurts me.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we'll be actually getting ready to go on a trip. I remember there's like 3 or 4 times that we will be going on a trip, like to Dallas, like a long drive. We'll get the car out into the driveway and then I'll start doing something. Like legitimately, I will. There was one time where I started shoveling our driveway because it was snowy. Jamie was like, "What are you doing? We got to go." I was like, I got to get this. I got to get it. So there's I like things so much in order that sometimes maybe a 2 plus 1.
I've never seen a cleaner desktop than Justin's desk. And okay, another thing at North Point, you had cleaned out your desk. And it looks the exact same as when you left it. There was nothing on it anyway. I think you might have taken down a picture that was behind your desk. But I can't tell if Justin's still at this desk or not because there's nothing on it or around it or in it. This has been
such an issue for me. When I was in production years ago, I would have interns or I'd have people that were on my team that they would have their laptop or their computer by me and then they would walk away. And then if their desktop was messy, on their screen, I would take all of their stuff on the desktop and then put it in their recycling trash on the computer.
And by the way, if they don't notice it, then they didn't need it.
Yeah, I'm just helping you. That's all I'm doing. So it is
like
a little bit of a situation.
But it is funny. If you're the opposite, you see the other person, you're like, I can't even believe that you have 127 Safari tabs open right now. And if you close it, there's a piece of you that's like, does she do that?
Anytime she shares her screen, I throw up. I don't understand what's going on. I don't get it. And she's so good at her job.
I can't believe you'd attack Lisa like this.
Both names. It was. There's no guessing which Lisa.
Wow. I am upset every time she opens her computer. But she does such a good job. So I can't be like, you shouldn't do that.
She is so organized.
I know.
But she just has a way of organizing it in her own way.
That's wrrong. Yeah, she has a wrong way of organizing, but it works.
You're right. You might have a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, unhealthy on the other side. Unhealthy on the other side. Yeah,
that is so true. Yeah, that is true. To each of these extremes, there is an opposite extreme that is just as unhealthy. Are we ready to move forward?
I am.
Yeah. How many of these babies are there?
There's 5.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'm ready.
So yeah,
I thought there were 14.
10.
I'm like,
10.
wow, that's
okay. And by the way, this is what I'm saying. I wasn't prepared. So some of my writing is talk to text and it won't make any sense. So if I stumble over my words, just assume I do know how to read.
For sure.
I just didn't write it. Right?
Yeah,
I'm not a good writer. I'm not an author.
Yeah, man. Yeah, not prepared at all. Yeah, I have no idea.
I'm a thespian. I'm an actor. I'm a drama. I'm
certainly ready to riff at any given moment.
Certainly. That is so my personality is okay. Sunset routine. This is the person after work, they come home often to the people that matter most to them, and they get the leftovers. They rush around at home even when there's no reason to. They use sharp words with a partner and children even when they have done nothing wrong. They hurry their children along and set up mock races. Like, let's see who can take a bath the fastest. But it's really about their own need to get through it, to tell their family everything will be okay in a week or two. And then they indulge in social media to escape from the emptiness. They flop into bed with no sense of awe and wonder in the world, and all they feel is fatigue. And I got to be honest, that's probably the most personal one for me.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I've got 2 young kids, and they require so much, right? And I feel like my job requires so much, and my wife requires so much. And so, like, so many things require so much of me that oftentimes just unintentionally at the end of the day, leftovers. And like, I'm like so exhausted that it's like, I'm ready to just like go to bed. And then I get in bed and it's like, oh, I finally have my time back. Well, what do I want to do now? And you know, it's like, well, maybe I'll watch a movie, or maybe and then you stay up late and then you start the morning tired, and you know what I mean? Like, it's very easy to get in a rut and a routine and a rhythm of this. It's very easy to be like, well, I got to give Sloan a bath every single night. So like, come on. Like, you know the drill. Let's go, you know, and there's frustration of like, come on, you know the drill, just eat the food and let's go take the bath. And you miss all the moments along the way, right? Like, even, like, it's so easy to be like, well, I cook the food for our kids, right? We do that. And our kids just they want to be a part of that. But it's so easy to separate them. No, you go over here while I do this, instead of inviting them to the process. And so that's been a huge, definitely don't do it right, and definitely don't do it 100% well. But it is changing your mindset and your brain on, no, invite them to what you're doing. This isn't a task you're doing for them. This is a task you could be doing with them. And that's the point, because you're it's not all the toys you play with them. You are the toy. They want to be with you. Like, they want to hang out with you, but it's hard. It's so easy to miss that in the middle of hurry.
That was my 30s. I mean, what you're just describing to me.
I'm in my 30s,
I've done it.
I feel it.
I've done it, and I've played the games, right? Like, I've done the, okay, let's hurry it up. This is, you know, the drill, right? Like, I have lived that life. And the number one thing I can tell you that eventually helped me is I heard someone say, be where your feet are. And I thought, that seems pretty simple. But it was an intentionality behind it. And so there are times before I walk in my house that I have to think, the most important time with my family, the most important time with my kids is how I walk in the door. It sets the tone. That's what they remember. Did I walk in stressed? Did I walk in on my phone? Did I walk in texting? How did I walk in? And the shift that I made, because I have lived that life. And when you say it, I'm like, oh, right? This is my number one thing that I typically will coach to in the real estate space. But the number one thing, the adjustment I was able to make is I thought, I'm never again going to walk in on my phone. And so if I have to drive around the block, I will. If I have to wait in the driveway, I will. And I take 10 to 15 seconds before I walk in, and I think, how do I want my kids to remember me? And that's how I walk in. And it's not always perfect, because I just said last night I was making dinner and I got sucked in to some work stuff. 90% of the time I really crush this. 10% of the time I still whiff. Mm-hmm. But my thing was always, if I was at home, I felt guilty that I wasn't working. And if I was at work, I felt guilty that I wasn't at home. And so I had to shift and think, how do I maximize my time? How do I maximize my time with my kids? And it was simply thinking, it's like an appointment with them, right? If I'm sitting here with you, I'm not taking a phone call. Well, if I'm sitting with my kids and I'm in a bath and I'm helping with bath time, that would be weird now because my kids are much older. So I'm not anymore helping with bath time. But if I'm sitting with my kids and I'm reading them a story, or we're watching a show together, or we're doing something, right? Cooper's playing a basketball game. I'm never on my phone, because I'm like, I've got 40 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour for people all day long. Mm-hmm. And that was my thing with the leftovers, is I was like, it's nothing for me to pull out my phone when I'm face to face with my kids. But I would never do it in this. And I'm like, well, that's backwards. And so my shift was that. It was someone saying to me, be where your feet are. And it takes practice, and it is not perfect, right? Practice makes permanent. And so when you look at it, practice doesn't make perfect, it makes permanent. And I'm 10 years into this journey, and I am still saying I'm 90% effective at it. And that would be my encouragement to you. That's not me giving my number, but that is me saying I've lived it. And the fact that you recognize it, you're already on the way to a health, like you're going to get that number in alignment.
How do I want my kids to remember me is a killer question to ask before you step into that space. What's your number? Did you give a number?
My number now, I would say I'm probably a 2 or a 3.
Okay.
But I will tell you, I was a 10. And I was stressed out. And I was like, we would be in the car and I'd be like, guys, shh, I just gotta take this call. Take this call. And I would be negotiating a contract, or I would be talking to an agent, or I would be doing this, that, and the other. And my kids, like, you could just see them like tense up. And I was like, I don't want to be the mom that they're like, for their kids, that they're like, she's not restful. She's not fun to be around. She doesn't play. She doesn't have space. Like, I want to be the mom where they're like, I don't feel well. Will you sit on the couch with me? Like, and so that was the question I would ask, but it's every time. It is every time I walk in. It's also the same with Dan. Like, if I'm walking into a meeting with him, if I'm walking into like lunch with him or dinner with him, I will think to myself, I've had a really crummy day, or I've had a really great day. But either way, this is the person that I want to have something left for. And so I walk in, and that first 5, 10, 15 seconds, it's the difference between like biting at each other, like, like kind of snipping, or like, I'm so excited to see you, right?
Yeah, when you think about your life, this is a Jordan Peterson thing, but your life isn't margaritas on the beach, right? It's not the crazy vacation you took 1 week out of the multiple years. It is how you greet your family when you get home. It's the conversations around the dinner table when you are all sitting there. It's these little moments that add up to actually create your life. And it's the little moments you think that aren't a big deal, but it is the little moments that actually make your life rich. It's not we were able to go on that 1 week vacation, because that is a blimp in your existence.
Oh, I've talked to, you guys both met Jordan Freed that was in town. He's a coach that I know really well. And he did a massive vacation for his family. And he asked his kids at the end of the trip there, he was like, what was your favorite part? He was like, they were like, oh, hands down, the rainy day where we played Uno all day and you played. And he was like, oh, right? Like, he spent thousands of dollars to play Uno. Yes.
We can do that every Thursday, actually.
Right. Yeah. But you look at it, and it is those things. Like, it's funny. You're like, those are the moments. But in the moment, it's the message you gave last week. It's walking across the grass, right? It's building the pattern. It's when you look at doing the same small thing over and over again, well, I'm just going to rush this bath. I'm just going to rush this dinner. I'm just going to rush. Well, then you string together days and weeks and months and years of rushed bath time and rushed dinner time. And one day you're going to get to the space where you're like, I didn't know that was the last bath I was going to give Sloan. I didn't know that was the last time I was going to brush her hair. Because you don't know. Yeah. It just all of a sudden happens, and I'm like, oh, it's done, and you don't get those back, and you can't recreate any memories after that.
We did a podcast a long time ago on Memento Mori, which is Remember Death, and death meditations, which has been like monumental for me. But it's very similar. It's thinking of the end. Right, because there will be, like, all of this, like, even not just your life will end, but these moments will end. Lily was 8, and that's like 4 or 5 years ago. And I would always lay with her every single night for her to go to bed. And she said, hey, we're good now. Like, you don't have to. And that changed something in me. Now, I still lay in her floor. So, right in between them. But it changed. And I think that when we talk about change, especially for you, Jen, like, there's awareness and there's action. And it takes both of those to actually have change. If you just have awareness and no action, is just lethargy. And if you just have action with no awareness, it's just empty movements. So I think exactly what you're saying, like, there was a moment, and you said it, when I had to quit. Like, you were aware and you took action. So for me, it was, okay, I have to set up that digital sunsets. Like, for me, it's a time in the night that I have that it's like, I'm done with technology. I'm done with anything. And I don't do it every time. and there's seasons. So I would give myself a 5 because I'm either a 1 where I'm like, I am nailing this, I am in the zone, or I am a 9 or 10 where I'm like, why can I not stop? Like, and social media, like I just don't do it. Like I've never been in a conversation with somebody and they're like, hey, you have got to try this new thing. It's been so helpful for my life. It's social media. Like there's never been a moment. It's usually, I have to be on. I'm like, I got enough like Rage Against the Machine in me that when you say I have to do something, I will show you I will not do it. So that's why I'm not on social media, is just to buck the system, like really. But it's been helpful. It's been very helpful. So I think that if you're in that space, I still find myself in that area. Like you just have to be aware and you have to have a plan to take action. And it's interesting to just see like your two, like when you talk about it, how you're definitely in awareness. Right? Like
I'm in awareness.
And you have taken action.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's very interesting to see.
But it is like one of those things, like when he's talking about it, I mean, like I can feel my emotions welling up because I'm like, John, I was just there. I just did it and I didn't do it well soon enough. Like, and I think people ask me all the time, they're like, why do you coach? Why do you do this? And I'm like, because the person that I can most help is the person I once was. And I look at the drive and achievers and successful people and people that want to have it all. And I'm like, the understanding is I was always trying to accomplish my life's goals in 1 year. And then finally understanding like, oh, hey, there's some extra time in there.
I've always said that'll cause chafing. You cannot. You
I thought we were beeping that out.
Oh yeah, that's up to Kaylin. I don't. I'm not editor. I'm just. Yeah, that's a good one.
That was a good one.
Was that it? Was that?
we got one more.
Okay, and we're over on time, but okay.
We were short last time.
So excited. They're like 5 more minutes.
We got Justin back. So okay,
more.
the last one is symptom 5. It's called love impaired. One of the most serious signs of hurry sickness is our diminished capacity to love. Love and hurry are incompatible. Love always takes time, and time is the one thing that hurried people don't have. People begin to resent the people they're supposed to love the most because they require too much time and energy to love.
Ugh.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And it's so true. And it's the efficiency versus effectiveness. We live efficient lives. I want to be efficient. I want to be efficient in my work. I want to be efficient and I don't want an efficient marriage. I want an effective marriage. I want an effective family. I don't want an efficient family. Like those two just don't butt up against each other well. And you can't have both. You have to choose which one you want.
You want to go first, Jen?
Sure. I think people spell love Time, right? I think when you look at time, and I'm going to give myself right now.
I'm going to write a song called that.
Okay.
People spell love Time. I'm working on a hook right now.
Time.
Keep going though.
Okay.
Because there's something brewing here right now for me.
I would give my same answer as last time. I've had unhealthy seasons. Right now I'm in a healthy season, so I'm at a 2 or a 3. What I have found about myself is I start to isolate. If I get stressed, if I get hurry, if I get to the part where hurry sick is a thing in my life, I tend to isolate because that's exactly what I do. My pattern, which is something I've worked really hard to have a pattern interrupt on, is that I start to withdraw because I get frustrated, because I get resentful, because I'm like, oh my gosh, you want to have lunch with me again? What is wrong with me? What is wrong? Like, then you look at yourself and you're like, I am mad that this person cares about me enough that they want, like, there would be times that my phone would ring and I'd be like, oh, it's my mom. Why? I talked to her last week. I got to talk to her again. And then you realize where you're like, holy smokes, right? Like something is wrong. But I will tell you that was probably my number one. That would be the thing that if I get to an unhealthy space, that's the first thing for me that goes is I start to isolate and I am internally very angry at people around me, the ones that are closest to me that they need anything. I'm like, can't you see how busy I am? Yeah. Can't you see that I'm stressed out? Can't you see that even though I'm saying I'm fine, everything's fine, totally fine. Nope, I don't need any help. But in my mind, I'm like, come on, don't ask me to lunch. That's not helpful.
I would be very similar to where I'm probably like a 4. And I think that whenever I do get into a zone of stress or hurry, that's when I look for everything that I do with my relationships to be efficient. Right. So I think that I hope to live in effectiveness, but I know that the external things that I don't control end up controlling me. And that's when it puts me into the efficiency thing. And that's when I usually yell at our dog. That's when I usually get like, there's definite signs I know that I'm like, okay. And then I have a script I say over and over, and I cannot say it here because it isn't appropriate. Okay. I'm just letting you know that.
Okay.
Chafe.
I
knew it.
But there's something that I will say to kick me out of that, because it is like, I mean, it's an easy space to get into.
Yeah.
To where it's just like, yeah, I don't know. Why are you asking? And if I were to actually step back, like we just talked about, like memento mori, like one of these days, they won't ask me.
Especially if I react like that. If I'm like, why are you asking me?
One of these days, I won't be able to talk to my mom. Like it gets heavy when you like step back and you think the things that you're pissed off about. Right? Can I say that on here? Pissed?
You already did.
All right, cool.
Chafe.
One of the things that you're pissed about right now, like you're going to miss in 5 years. You're going to miss in 10 years. Right? So those are the moments that you have to stop and just think, what am I doing? Like, is this really what I want? Like, what do I want right now? What do I want? And it's usually not efficiency. It's usually not, it's usually effectiveness. It's usually this long-lasting relationship that I want to build, which I'm saying no to. Yeah. So I 4, somewhere in that area, probably.
Yeah. You guys are experts. You guys scored very, very well.
Are you serious?
Yep, I think
go.
so.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. Yeah. I had a perfect score, but you guys were like just underneath me.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I mean,
That's
obviously.
cool. That's cool. Well, we're at 40 minutes, you guys.
Oh my word, sorry.
Good night.
I think that was a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to pat ourselves on the back.
Of course. Yeah.
We were not in a hurry.
We were not in a hurry. We were.
Yeah. And I'm not even sick right now that we went over.
Nope.
So,
Did you pre-wash these shirts?
no.
So this baby's going to shrink a little bit?
I think so.
All right. it feels a little constrictive right now.
Mine's actually a little loose on mine, on me, arms wise, So.
All right.
It might be the double t-shirt.
It could be the double T. Yeah, that's true.
That's it.
All right. Well, guys, it's great to be back.
So glad to have you.
Man, and you look good in your shirts. I feel like these shirts look nice.
I feel like they're going to be conversation starters all day long.
Please let me know next time there's cinnamon rolls at the Dream Center. And please, next time when they bring cinnamon rolls.
I can't promise anything.
Come on, man.
Can't promise anything.
All right. Next week, you want to do this again?
Yeah.
We'll riff.
Sounds good.
All right, Riff Rap. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to this episode of The Riff. We'll have a brand new episode every week, wherever you find podcasts.